Spider-Man 4 is swinging into action. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Tom Holland is set to return as our friendly neighborhood web-slinger. But with Sony's grip on Venom and Marvel pushing Daredevil into the spotlight, this might just be the MCU's most intricate web yet. Let's unravel everything we know and what's truly at stake for Peter Parker's next big-screen adventure. But here's where things get interesting. The plot is being kept under tighter wraps than ASHIELD classified file. So, what villains might Spidey be facing this time around? The rumor mill is working overtime, with 3 names rising to the top of the list. First up, we've got Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. Then there's Scorpion, who's been lurking in the shadows since that tantalizing mid-credits scene in Homecoming. Matt Murdock's transformation into the tech-enhanced villain could finally come to fruition, giving Spider-Man a formidable physical threat to contend with. Mr. Negative, this relatively newer addition to Spidey's Rogues Gallery, brings a unique twist with his ability to corrupt others with negative energy. His inclusion could open up some fascinating storytelling possibilities, not to mention some visually stunning action sequences. Each of these villains brings something different to the table. That's right, the rumors of a Daredevil team-up are gaining traction faster than Peter can sling a web. Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock made a brief but memorable cameo in No Way Home, and fans have been clamoring for more ever since. And the potential for some truly epic team-ups against whatever big bad they might face. But Daredevil's potential involvement raises some interesting questions. How much of Matt Murdock will we see? The possibilities are as endless as they are exciting, and it's clear that Marvel is looking to capitalize on the immense popularity of both characters. Of course, we can't talk about Spider-Man 4 without addressing the elephant-sized symbiote in the room, Venom. Fans are wondering if we might finally see a proper face-off between Spider-Man and his gooey nemesis in the MCU. The post-credits scene in No Way Home certainly teased the possibility, leaving a small piece of the symbiote behind in the MCU. Could this be setting up a confrontation in Spider-Man 4? Or is Marvel playing a longer game here? And how they navigate this in Spider-Man 4 could set the tone for future collaborations between the two studios. But let's not forget the bigger picture here. It's also potentially a crucial piece in the larger MCU puzzle. With Avengers: Secret Wars looming on the horizon, every major Marvel project is now viewed through the lens of how it might connect to this multiverse-spanning epic. And speaking of the multiverse, that brings us to perhaps the most tantalizing rumor of all, the potential return of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. While it seems unlikely that they'll play a major role in Spider-Man 4, the smart money is on them making a triumphant return in Secret Wars. This multiversal mashup could be the perfect opportunity to bring all 3 Spider-Men together once again, potentially alongside other variants we haven't even seen yet. The implications of this are staggering. Not only would it be a nostalgia-fueled treat for longtime fans, but it could also open up new storytelling avenues for the future of the Spider-Man franchise. Could we see Tom Holland's Peter seeking advice from his more experienced counterparts? Might there be a passing of the torch, or perhaps a reshuffling of the multiverse that leaves us with a new status quo for our web-slinging heroes? Spider-Man 4 needs to be a solid, standalone story. The pressure is on for Marvel and Sony to deliver a film that not only satisfies hardcore fans, but also works as an engaging superhero adventure in its own right. Balancing all these elements' potential villains, crossovers, multiverse implications, and studio expectations is no small feat. If there's one thing we've learned from the MCU, it's to expect the unexpected. While we can speculate and theorize to our heart's content, Marvel has a knack for surprising us in the best possible ways. What we do know is that with Tom Holland back in the suit, a potential roster of exciting villains, the tantalizing prospect of a Daredevil team-up, and the looming shadow of Secret Wars, Spider-Man 4 is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated superhero films in recent memory. As we swing closer to more concrete news about the film, fans will undoubtedly be watching every interview, set photo, and social media post for clues. But one thing's for certain, whether he's facing off against Kingpin, teaming up with Daredevil, or laying the groundwork for an epic multiversal showdown, Peter Parker's next adventure is bound to be a web-slinging spectacle that will have us all sticking to our seats. The game is afoot, the web is being woven, and Spider-Man 4 is poised to be a pivotal chapter in both